Mr. DJ Rose, Vert Cheesy, and C's. Welcome you to the No More Black Tears podcast.
Black tears that's heaven sent. Barack the first black president. I love my black skin. I love walking in black excellence. Black power, let's represent. All black, that's evident. I'm sure MLK and Malcolm X both didn't die for the hell of it. Strap your seatbelt, go and sell our land. What makes you think that we would sell our land? We wouldn't sell our land. What makes you think that we would go ahead and try to sell out then? No more black tears, black on black kids. Love us as is, love with passion. Paying black bills, learning black skills, making black meals. Black is backing. Big shout out to Fred Hampton. I'm black and proud like I'm James Brown, but I ain't doing no acting. My people here from the motherland. This podcast now active.
No More Black Tears podcast radio. You know what I'm saying? We back in the building another week, another day. You know what I'm saying? Turning up on a Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? It all happened in the week.
So this week in sports. So, Chris Paul went on a podcast recently and he officially announced his retirement like a week or two ago. And we kind of had a brief conversation about where we would rank Chris Paul. So I want to have two conversation season, Rose. And let's try to break it up in like two distinct parts. The first one is he primarily played in the 2000s. So let's just say the last 20 years. From 2000 to now, where would you rank Chris Paul as an all-time point guard?
6, 7.
From 2000 to now?
Yeah, 2000 to now.
Probably, maybe Mike Burke.
3.
Number 3, who's the guys that y'all would put above him?
Curry and Kidd.
Definitely. I agree with that one. I can't. Yeah, he's up there.
So he's better than Westbrook.
Yes.
As a point guard, yeah. But as a basketball player,
As a point guard, Steph Curry ain't no better. If we just saying a stereotypical point guard now.
Yeah, but I'm just going
the whole
off
package. What are we looking at? The whole package?
Well,
how y'all want to look? Because I'm looking at it like you labeled as a point guard, are you the best player? But if you want to say stereotypical, Steph Curry ain't no stereotypical point guard now.
But either way, he ain't better than Steph Curry.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but you can't say Steph Curry better than him. But then other players, you be like, well, as a stereotypical point guard, he's better than Westbrook.
Take away the shooting title. Let's knock him down. Let's say Curry doesn't have the shooting stats. He still got the numbers to back up that he's one of the best point guards of all time.
Talking about what's the point guard's number one job? Ain't it to get assists? Steph Curry, I don't see Steph Curry name in no top 10 assist list now.
He's a facilitator.
Chris Paul like number 3, number 4 all time assists.
And if you then with that statement in comparison to Westbrook,
I think Westbrook is in that top 10.
He's got mad assists, but he's also got hella scoring titles. So it's like, nigga, if you stop trying to score so much, you could probably get higher numbers with fucking assists.
Yeah, so I just off the career stats because his career is over. So that's why if I had to pick somebody out of their primes, then I would pick Westbrook. But after looking at all of Chris Paul's numbers, I'll have him above Westbrook.
Another thing I would have to consider is, okay, let's say I'm bringing him in the league now. Or like different scenarios. No matter the era, I still feel like he would be relevant in today's game. If he was let's say he came in years later. I still think his style of ball play, yes, it's dying out. We know that. It's dying out. But I still think as a fucking facilitator, he's one of the best. And then it's like, we're not going to act like one of the fucking best, maybe top 10, maybe top 5 defenders. Like, the man's fucking steals, shit like that.
And that's why I got him above Westbrook because it's basically his career numbers when it lacks up because he's second in assists all time, he's second in steals all time. So like after all that's piled up, it's like I'll put him above Westbrook for the
whole package.
Yeah, because if I had to pick one who I would rather want in their prime, I'm gonna take Westbrook. But
yeah, I'm the opposite. Like I'll take Chris Paul in his prime of Westbrook, but I got Chris Paul above Westbrook. My point was, hey man, I don't want to get in a debate about stereotypical point guards because Steph Curry ain't that. But like just in terms of just players, I'll put Chris Paul above Westbrook because I think Chris Paul is a winner. I feel like everywhere he went, while he was still a good player, he won at, he made his teammates better. Like to your point, C's, he was always one of the best defenders at his position. Probably the only, and when I say, and I'm gonna say this point guard, but the only other point guard that was probably as good a defender than him is Rondo, and I'm just using point guards that was also like the main guy. Like they wasn't on the team just to play defense. So I'm not going to talk about niggas who just play defense.
We're talking about modern era. We're talking about all time.
Since 2000. Since 2000.
I was about to say AI. Like where the fuck is AI in this conversation?
In fact, Rondo and Drew Holiday are probably the only point guards better than Chris Paul defensively. You know, but then from a team distributor, they're probably the only 2 point guards better than Chris Paul in terms of running a team. Might have been Nash and Jason Kidd, which we haven't talked about Jason Kidd. Like, I would probably have Jason Kidd in that top 3 conversation. And I feel like Chris Paul gets an underrated rep as a scorer because when he had to score, like he could put the ball in the basket. And I feel like if we would have took Chris Paul, let's say, take Chris Paul when he was with New Orleans, okay? And drop him in the 2010s and that version of Chris Paul. Like, he could have averaged 24, 25 points a game.
I think his style of play would have had to progress with the shit, but I still feel like he'd still be dishing out assistant shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're gonna talk about it later, but fucking his whole career, say what you want about him as a person or as a player, like, I don't think he was that good. This man is responsible for so many teams. Brought the fucking Bobcats up. Fucking New Orleans. The Spurs era to fucking Phoenix, all these fucking teams, and then the era of Lob City is such a fucking iconic. Like you don't get a fucking Blake Griffin. Like Blake Griffin, I'm not gonna say he wouldn't be shit, but he wouldn't be.
Nah, you can say that. Then he wouldn't be shit without Chris Paul. He wouldn't be what he is now. So I got a list of point guards here from the 2000s, and I'm just gonna ask, was Chris Paul better than them? You could take it career, or you could take it in their prime. Who you taking? Baron Davis.
Baron Davis is fucking underrated. He's a hooper, but Chris Paul, hell yeah, Chris Paul's better.
Mike Conley.
Yes.
Kemba.
Yeah.
John Wall.
Yes.
A point guard that he was basically connected to for a good part of his career, Darren Williams.
That's another, like, you're naming the names, like, when I think of that early 2000s, like, fucking distributor that can really hoop past the ball, because Deron Williams had, like, a 3-year run, man. The nigga he was the only nigga on his team really doing shit like that.
Oh, no, in his prime, there was a 3-year stretch in Utah where the conversation was who's the best point guard, either him or Chris Paul.
It was running the board, but overall, career-wise, Chris Paul.
Gilbert.
Oh, come on. hey, this is not Gilbert Serena. Give me Chris Paul, man.
Hey, NBA champion Kyle Lowry.
Oh. Still taking CP3.
Rondo.
If anybody wanted to debate me on who's better, even though I fucking hate his guts, I hate Rondo. I don't know why. It's a long story. I just don't fucking like Rondo. But as a player, he's good. Niggas still CP3 all day.
NBA champion Billups.
Chauncey?
Yeah, Chauncey.
Coach Chauncey? Still give me CP3.
Derrick Rose. To me, this is the first time where it's like, now we get to the point of the list where Chris Paul's probably better longevity than these people. But I ain't gonna lie. If we going peak for peak, I would take Derrick Rose, but career-wise, I would take CP3.
Peak-wise, probably... Damn, dude. Because, I mean, when you actually look at the stats, like the stat board of Derrick Rose and his run, man, he was like the apex. Like, really, CP3 is the 2000s model, but Derrick Rose in his prime was like the fucking, to me, in my opinion, the fucking peak of early 2000s point guard.
What you think about that, Rose?
I think the only person that can compare to Chris Paul that I didn't say that was above him is Westbrook.
So Derrick Rose prime ain't fucking with Chris Paul prime, or
I'm
career.
I'm not gonna do some primes and all that. I'm just doing careers, like, yeah.
Damian Lillard.
Come on, man.
Kyrie.
Same shit. Kyrie, in a way, is a Derrick Rose. He's just lasted longer. Because, like, Kyrie's peaks are very high, but when's the last time he's been healthy enough to really... And like, he has the best fucking handles. It's like, when he retires, niggas going to know... We're going to look at Kyrie and be like, this nigga had the best handles in the league, at least since 89, 90. Like, the nigga's one of the best ball movers. Like, hey, I need somebody to show me how to fucking dribble the ball. Kyrie, here's a video of Kyrie dribbling the ball, nigga. This how you move. This how you get to the basket.
All right, man. What about Tony Parker?
Yeah, still.
You still taking Chris Paul over Tony?
Yeah.
I mean, I would take Chris over Tony, but Tony was putting work in, man. Now we at the top 5.
He had work, but he had... It matters when you have tools. That's all I'm saying.
Now, I agree. You had Tim Duncan. You had Mario Ginobili. You had Greg Popovich.
The career numbers.
So now we in the top 5. We all got Steph Curry above Chris Paul.
Well, I do, yeah.
What about Jason Kidd?
I got Kidd above.
So you agree with that, C's? J. Kidd?
Because he was early 2000s, and Kidd's that nigga, man. Kidd was that nigga, man. I'm going to actually go the 1 and the 2 or the 3 and the 4, whatever, however you want to divvy it up. Give me Kidd over Paul.
What about 2-time league MVP Steve Nash?
I got him behind Paul.
You got him behind Paul?
Okay. Right behind him.
So
my all-time ranking.
And you already got Westbrook. We all got Westbrook behind Paul. So right now for the 2000s, we got Chris Paul as the top 3 point guard for the 2000s. Mm-hmm. So all time, how much does he slide down all time?
I got him at number 6 all time.
So I'm assuming, you mind if I guess some of the people? Magic, obviously, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it original Isaiah?
Isaiah, yeah.
And is Big O in there?
Yeah, but I got an asterisk around him because I didn't watch him play.
So who's the other point guard?
John Stockton and Jason Kidd.
Okay, got you. What about you? You agree with that? Because I'm kind of fucking with Rose list. Like Magic and Steph is 1A, 1B to me.
And then Stockton, man.
Stockton got to be like top 3.
I mean,
Isaiah, for what he did at his size to lead the Pistons to back-to-back championships, I feel like don't get talked about enough, especially if you watch that Bad Boys documentary. So he's in there for me. And then J. Kidd. I feel you with the Big O. Big O's just such a different generation. I hate to say it like that. I kind of, all them old niggas is pretty much about to die or dead. Like Will, Russell, and Big O, I kind of just let them niggas just be in their own little shit.
You talking about Oscar, right?
Yeah, that's what I said. I got him as number 3 all time, but I got an asterisk.
Yeah, because you look at the numbers and you see the highlights.
Yeah, but because I never seen him play, but that's what. And I got Magic, Curry, asterisk Oscar. I got Isaiah, John Stockton, Jason Kidd, and then Chris Paul.
Man, Chris Paul being a top 6, top 5 point guard all time ain't bad. You cool with that, C's?
Good with that.
All right, then. Y'all heard it here, man. So moving on to another player. Chris Paul is a certified by Hall of Famer. I don't know how much that means because it seems like everybody made the Hall of Fame in the NBA.
I'm going to shout out Nate Archibald in there, too. If you played NBA Street 2 or any of the old games, go watch some highlights. Nate was nasty with it.
Another Hall of Famer, man. So recently, Matthew Stafford, that Georgia boy, won league MVP. He's already a Super Bowl champion. We had this conversation off the pod. Now that he's official league MVP, he's going to come back for one more year. But let's just say for some reason he just said, I'm not playing. Is Matthew Stafford a Hall of Famer?
no disrespect to anybody or their thoughts or the league, I don't think it takes as much to get in the Hall of Fame as it used to. Not saying people aren't doing amazing things with numbers. Maybe it's the factor that players are hitting benchmarks way fucking faster. Because, I mean, I guess it's a higher scoring game. You know, games are being scored. The game changed, you know, with different things like QBs being able to running QBs, running backs being able to catch the ball also, and just people are just hitting higher benchmarks. I say this with quotations, but it seems like it's the standard. I'm not saying the standard lowered. What I'm saying is it just seems like people are getting there quicker, and what it takes to get into the Hall of Fame has gone down. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's just how I feel about it.
I don't think people are getting in quicker. I think you're just getting older. So some of the guys you watch play, it's like, dog, they're in already? I can't believe this.
No, but it just seems okay. What I mean is, it's like Megatron. Dude, didn't he reach it? It seemed like he reached that shit fast.
Because he retired fast.
Yeah, he retired early, man.
And then it's like AP reached that shit, broke records. He was in the league for a long time, but I don't know. That's just thought I had, man. Maybe I'm wrong. Man.
I mean, Stafford's number 6 all time in passing yards, number 7 all time in passing touchdowns. He's gonna be in the top 6 because he's only 2 behind Phillip Rivers right now. So long as he plays, he's gonna be top 6 all time. He got a league MVP. I feel like if you want to make an argument against Stafford, to me, this is the argument against Stafford. You did not do shit in Detroit. You was in Detroit for a decade. Y'all barely made the playoffs. Y'all was terrible. We don't see too many Hall of Fame quarterbacks have that big a gap in their career where they don't make a difference in terms of winning. That's the only argument for Stafford. But I also feel like Detroit made the playoffs, 2-3 times, during his span. And I feel like when we look back at it, and you look what he did it with the Rams, that might be more of an indictment on how fucked up a franchise Detroit is. Because for y'all to have Stafford for a decade, y'all drafted Sue, y'all drafted motherfucking Calvin Johnson Megatron. They had Reggie Bush for like a couple seasons. They had Golden Tate for a couple seasons. And for y'all not to have got more out of Stafford's tendency there, that might just really tell you the kind of organization like they are. I felt like he was a Hall of Fame without the league MVP. I feel like it's not too many quarterbacks that get that league MVP and don't make the NFL Hall of Fame. And then when you add a Super Bowl to it, that list becomes even shorter in terms of quarterbacks who won a league MVP and a Super Bowl MVP. I'm pretty sure you agree too, Rose.
Yeah, I got him as a Hall of Famer. Yeah. He was a Hall of Famer when the season started.
So let me ask a question to make this conversation a little bit deeper. So there was a talk about he was never a top 5 quarterback at no point until like recently. So in the 2010s, the first half of the 2010s, the second half of 2010s, however you want to break it up. So before 2022, did you ever have Stafford in that top 5 conversation? Was he ever a top 5 quarterback to you? Big Ben, Eli Manning, Cam Newton, Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Drew Brees.
Maybe 10. I mean, did he have stats?
If he ain't 5, he riding 6. You know what I'm saying?
He riding 6?
Yeah, because I got him above Big Ben.
Got him above Big Ben?
Yeah.
What about Phillip?
I got him above Phillip Rivers too.
What about 2-time Super Bowl champion Eli Manning?
No, he's above Eli too. Yeah.
What about Superman?
Cam? Yeah, he's above Cam.
He above Cam. He above the Atlanta boy.
Yeah, he's above Cam.
He above Cam. Mm-hmm. It's safe to say Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, and Aaron Rodgers are unapproachable.
Yeah.
So probably the last quarterback in this conversation, Drew Brees.
Hell no.
He's not
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
No.
You can hate Drew Brees.
I'm not gonna put him above Drew Brees, but
I ain't gonna lie, man.
But as far as arm talent,
if we talk about production, it's Drew Brees all day.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna lie, I feel like if you would have put Stafford on them New Orleans teams.
But yeah, that's the same. But if we're just going by like straight up numbers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's hard, bro.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's too many niggas that could have succeeded in Detroit, bro. That was a fucked up situation. So with these young boys, do y'all think quarterbacks like Lamar, Pat, and Josh would surpass him, or are they already like better than him all the time?
As far as numbers, like total touchdowns and passing yards, I don't think Lamar's probably going to pass him. But I think.
Do you think we're going to look at Lamar when Lamar retires as a better quarterback? Not a pure passer, but just a better player position.
Yes. Yeah, because I see him winning the Super Bowl. He already got 2/3 MVPs. Yeah. So yeah, after his career's over, yeah.
What about the one-time MVP, Josh Allen?
I think he can catch his numbers.
He's got the potential to do it. I'm not going to say whether or not he will, but he definitely has the cards on his favor. I'll say that.
And do we have Pat above him right now?
Yeah.
My homie? Yeah, I got my homie above him right now. Yeah. I got my homie like number 2 all time. Right now, today.
I'm not going to argue with that, but.
All right, man. Going from Matthew Stafford to 2 quarterbacks that we actually mentioned in this conversation. So there was a big conversation on Cam's podcast recently, and a lot of people on the internet got into a big debate. And we kind of talked about it off the pod a few times. Where do everybody stand on who's a better all-time player or quarterback, Eli Manning or Cam Newton?
All right, so I'll say this. Anytime we have these conversations, it's just like Rose said. You're looking at career. I break it down into 3 categories. Career, skill, and maybe that's the 2. That's the 2. Skill and career. Skill-wise, Cam Newton had the build and the ability to be one of the greatest of all fucking time. But when you take that into consideration, who the fuck has the rings to back that shit up? Fuck who you had on your... I'm not going to say fuck who you had on your team, but that's what really... I feel like that's really a big conversation. You ain't got a ring, though. You ain't got... It's a valid fucking statement.
Yeah,
I feel like it's a valid statement. You ain't got a ring, though.
He don't have the ring. Only thing Eli doesn't have over Cam is the MVP.
That shit heavy too. That trophy heavy.
But that's the only thing he doesn't have. But all his numbers are better, and he got 2 Super Bowls and 2 Super Bowl MVPs. So it's like career-wise, Eli had a better career. You know what I'm saying? So I can't deny that.
And that's a different
I think that's not even a no-brainer. Like Eli, better career. But I'm gonna be honest. If you telling me I got 1 season and I don't know who the fuck is gonna be on the team, and I got Eli in one corner and Cam in one corner, I'm pointing to Cam and say I want him to be the quarterback of my team.
Give me the nigga.
But if we get to the postseason and they both standing in the corner, yes, I'm gonna point at the white boy. They don't have no muscle on him, and say, "Give me that nigga who got that goofy look on his face."
Hey, you nigga with the hat, sit down. Get over there. Get on the bench.
And that's what's so funny about Eli is that nigga was a horrible regular season quarterback. I don't think we talk about that enough. This nigga led the league in interceptions 3 different times in his career. Horrible. And have y'all remember some of the games that Eli had? He would have some of the most, what the fuck are you doing interceptions? Like, what the fuck are you doing interceptions?
Hey, and the famous Manning look. He did it. All of them have it. All the way down to Archie.
No, Eli's worse. When Eli throws an interception, he looks so dumbfounded. Like I don't know what I'm doing.
It's that bad.
But that postseason, man, them 2 postseason runs, and that nigga beat Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, both in Green Bay. That nigga beat San Fran. That nigga beat that Dallas Cowboys team that was like talented. T.O., Tony Romo, Jason Witten, DeMarcus Ware, Marion Barber. People forget how good Marion Barber was as running back. Like that team was loaded, and then he beat Tom Brady twice, and one of those teams was undefeated, bro. And the other team had Gronk. So, yeah, all the time it's Eli, but yeah, definitely, man. One game from like one regular season of my life, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. Give me Cam, bro.
Because it comes down to the question. It's like,
so which Cam you take? You taking Patriots Cam? That's who you taking?
Nah, I'm taking league MVP Cam.
Oh, okay.
The Cam when I used to watch him play the Falcons, I used to be like, damn, bro, can y'all tackle this nigga?
And we still used to beat them.
Yeah, we used to beat them. Shit, shout out to my boy Julio, man. People forget the year they went 15-1. Julio Moss, that nigga, Hall of Famer, by the way, Luke Kuechly, for a touchdown that basically helped us beat them. What's your final thoughts tonight?
Shout out to Carolina. That's an ass whoop by NC State. Came back, won the game against, I want to say, Syracuse, doing their thing. Duke's now #1. That shit ain't gonna last too long, especially looking at the league. Basketball, this is probably one of them few years where I'm saying they're actually doing all right.
They gonna talk about your boy Dale Peterson?
Fuck that nigga. Shout out to Coach Don and them girls, South Carolina girls. Hey, fucking hooping. All them girls hooping. What else?
Can it be Connecticut? Not Connecticut, but UConn.
Yeah. And then shout out to, we don't say it, Kobe. Yeah, hey. Before we we give Kobe a shout out, but Gia and Kobe passed a couple years. Anniversary came up recently. Shout out to them, but I'm also gonna shout out another GOAT. From the basketball court to the baseball to the golf to now racing. Shout out to Michael Jordan, just fucking won. I forgot the dude's name, but his racer won. Wallace won the NASCAR, man, and he just won that fucking lawsuit. Hey man, this is
he won 2 in a row. He won Sunday too in Atlanta. He won Atlanta and he won the Daytona 500 back to back.
Big wins for Jordan.
Bubba Wallace, yeah.
And the rich keep getting richer, man. Yeah. Hey man, so we got free agency coming up, and here are some notable quarterbacks the teams might try to get: Malik Willis, Kirk Cousins, Tua, and Mac Jones. Even though Mac Jones will have to be traded for, and Tua's probably going to be released. Same thing with Kirk Cousins. Shout out to all the teams. Look at Malik Willis, give him a chance. We saw what Sam Darnold did this year. Like, a lot of times we blame these quarterbacks for not reaching their full potential, but a lot of times it's the organization. So if you feel like you got a good roster, a good organization, a good developmental system, Malik Willis showed us what he could do in Green Bay. He was talented coming out of college, was drafted in the 2nd round, but he went to a sorry organization. And lastly, like Michael Penix, there's a lot of rumors of quarterbacks that the Atlanta Falcons want to bring in. Hey, man, this is a player that's in his 3rd season. We just saw what Sam Darnold did. Don't make the same mistake as the Jets. We drafted this boy with the 7th overall pick. Go ahead and try to develop him. We got this new coach. He's supposed to be good with quarterbacks, good with offense. Let's see what he can get out of Penix. We can't keep just trying to spin the wheel at quarterback. Shout out to the Mumble.
Yeah, my final thoughts. Shout out to the USA women and the men hockey team in the Winter Olympics. They both won gold. You know what I'm saying? The men beat Canada. They haven't beat won gold since 1980. That's when the miracle, happened. You know what I'm saying? It makes you want to go watch Mighty Ducks. You know what I'm saying? That was one of my favorite movies, and it was a hockey movie, but it had nothing to do with the gold medal, but it was one of my favorite movies growing up. You know what I'm saying? Gotta.
Mr. DJ Rose, Verteezy, and C's, welcome you to the No More Black Tears podcast.
Black tears that's heaven sent. Barack the first black president. I love my black skin. I love walking in black excellence. Black power, let's represent. All black, that's evident. For sure, MLK and Malcolm X both didn't die for the hell of it. Strap a seatbelt, go and sell our land. What makes you think that we would sell our land? We wouldn't sell our now. What makes you think that we would go ahead and try to sell out then? No more black tears, black on black kids. Love us as is, love with passion. Paying black bills, learning black skills, making black meals. Black is backing. Big shout out to Fred Hampton. I'm black and proud like I'm James Brown, but I ain't doing no acting. My people here from the motherland. This podcast now active.